Okay, game starts. Let's go.
Let's go. Look at them units. Ooh, Claymores.
So who has more T5? Let's see.
Yep, let's see who cooked the most leadership worth compositions for each team.
We see a lot of Orochi, surprisingly.
Yeah,
I mean, it's really
on the
good after
side.
the buff. I mean, it was already fine before, but now I think it suits even better for the meta, especially because of the low leadership.
yeah, both teams are aiming clearly for the double T5 compositions, which in this kind of restricted leadership scenarios can be good depending on which units they play. But they will need backup, obviously, from other T4 units, which we can see already, like the Imp Shields and the Palace Guards for the front line. Cocos, like I said, will come into play, will maybe the big deciders for not your level. And for the leftover side, we also see many cavalries though, and the first clash and the second crash, and I think it's gonna be a remake.
No!
It needs to happen in any tournament.
We expected it to happen. We already called it out, but I guess it is what it is.
But if they have the units, let's see for
I
now.
mean, it was 2 crashes. I don't know if they are restarting the lobby or not. I will wait for further information.
We see camels and Cav tools. Ah no, yeah, and Cav tools.
Where?
And a lot of blue shields as filler units. Okay, interesting. For now, it doesn't look like a restart, so...
Well, let's see now if everyone is connected.
Okay, someone's starting out with the Cav tools. But sadly no Sally. I had my hopes up.
Look at the rain falling.
Stormy weather, okay. I see a lot of quills on the defense side. Also a green Korean. Okay, interesting.
We can see both teams are getting ready for the first moments of the match.
Defense is already building a lot.
Okay, they're getting
no,
out
that was
on
fake.
supply
Yeah.
and not moving the units, I see.
That's crazy.
Just
I
getting bombed
see
for
a lot
free.
of Koreans being built and then cancelled. I think it looks like a wall, like fake defense. They're not going to commit for it properly.
Yeah, probably.
No?
The difference in units is almost negligible. Both teams are using a lot of T5 and a lot of T4. So I think it's going to be a maybe 2.5 push from each side. Considering T5 units, the T5 unit compositions are just two T5 and one T2 as filler. But let's see what can these guys cook. I need to put the speed maximum or else GG. Not Your Level did a pretty solid defense on the left side to make sure they don't, like jump to get the supply or a sally out from the wall, with heroes to try to maybe pick up some freebies.
Not Jalil already built mortars close to the wall, even though there's not a single arty on the wall. Interesting. Maybe just want to be safe. But towers will
Towers mounting, yeah. The first set of towers will mount at once, 3 of them.
And I see a lot of units on the back supply, so there'll probably be a close stair defense or something around the B area.
Yeah.
On the back of the supplies.
Yeah, it looks like a stair defense
For now. I mean, with Shinji's band, I think it's pretty. And Lion Ross, it's pretty simple to defend the stairs. Problem, of course, will be the mortars.
Yep.
But I think the meta on this map, especially because Shenji Lion Ross and most importantly the musket ban, benefits.
Oh, we have the longbows, so young.
So Not Your Level is now starting to go to the supply, swapping units, thinking how they want to arrange the attack. As leftovers are just chilling between the two supplies. Looks like standard defense. Some pre-built mortars are being deployed. I think the most action will be in the right side of the map, defender side.
All 15 of the attacker side. Without capping A is on the left siege tower.
Yep.
Like far right siege tower.
Like, so far they didn't like care too much about the wall. I guess they are just they want to take it slow, go together, ensure there's no pickoffs from the defender side. But yeah, they already sent one hero to capture A. It's gonna take some time. Already deploying mortars from not your level.
Replacing mortars. 3 to be exact. Oh, they're cancelling. Okay, attacker though.
Okay, yeah, the attacker side is just sending it and committing their artists
Cannons as well, interesting. Cannons instead of ballistas.
Yep, I mean, I don't think it's a bad choice given how this area is like, you know.
Also against Paladins,
Stacked.
most units in this meta, most shots of the ballistas do not one-shot units. I think that's a
Ooh,
big
the cannons
reason.
get some value.
Yeah. All the units are stacked. There's not so much space for them to hide from this constant bombarding. So they are backing off. It feels like they are just giving up B side, or probably, in my opinion, they may try to play for a retake on B, but they are falling back. I think a little bit
was a
too
good
much,
play,
no?
to be honest, because the attack already used 6 artists, defended only 1, and they didn't get much value of it, because they just straight up retreated from the point. Problem though is, if leftovers deciding to defend where they are at the moment, the mortars and cannons, they still hit this area, so that's kinda not properly planned. They gotta avoid the mortar shots now.
I mean, there's just have been a pressure RT deployment that really paid off because the enemies just gave up on their position of defense for B. They just
Lombo getting catched here? No, okay.
Nah, he escapes, nice.
They just gave up on the B side of the map, and I think Leftovers is going to try and do some spicy trap strategy where
They got the RT advantage.
hold both the streets that lead to the base point, which can work in my opinion, as there's not so many openings, but these mortars are still hitting even in this pocket.
The Paladin sustain is though kind of equaling it, so, and they left the mortars now, so now they're just not mounted anymore.
Yep, there's no more RT pressure from not your level, and they are slowly but surely advancing towards this right side of the attacker map to see if they can manage to make an offensive play, just slowly taking control of the map, going together, not letting any unit stay behind for possible catches. These mortars are very good actually from leftovers, just punishing this rotation, maybe trying to catch some exo, not giving them, you know, the leisure they want to go forward into the home base.
The defender now placed 7 artists already, okay. I mean, this is just straight up mortar fiesta, and the defending mortars are actually doing a lot of damage on the units.
Okay, they're dodging the mortar by going
they are
far
just
around.
backing off and going for the full long turn.
Which is good, like both teams dodged the RT pretty well.
Yep. They just
And let's see on the
don't.
units if something died already.
Okay, this new mortar being placed from leftovers. Oh my god, they are getting shafted, bombarded by all this mortar positioning from leftovers. I think, unironically, leftovers had planned this already, like wanting to move the enemy towards the position they wanted. And I think the first fight is going to break in this right supply.
Leftovers still very spread.
Both teams are getting very close. Contact is imminent. First Coco throw has missed.
Flamethrower position from both teams.
Flamethrowers taking the initiative from leftover sides. While the mortars are still hitting.
Nice mortar shots.
What are the flames doing?
This Trebuchet is going to be frontal and they need to care about the backline. Okay, there's going to be a flank happening soon. Okay,
the flames from the Russians.
Yeah, flames for the Russians, like destroying now in the front. The flank is coming through. Coco's getting destroyed. The halbers get destroyed. The Young Yoda come from behind. There's nothing to stop them now. The front line has been smashed. Leftovers played this very well, leaving not your level to the position of attack they wanted to get cornered in this small area
Like,
where
there are a lot of Reapers left though. I think it's kind of equal for now. The Reapers are destroyed most of units. Like, I think the trade is pretty much equal.
I think it's slightly for leftovers. The flank
Yeah,
got
slightly
so much value.
leftovers.
yes,
And the flames.
Yeah. I
yeah,
think
flames
all the
leftovers
unit
are
trade
still-
was equal. I mean, let's check the unit count.
it was a little bit equal, but I still think the ones that got punished the most for this was not your level. Because as you can see, all the artillery that leftovers had pre-built is still there and being usable.
Exactly, yeah.
They lead the not your level to a position where they intended to fight. They had the flame pre-IO. It's very hard for the Cocos to throw in that corner when you are attacking because of the houses. And they managed to successfully get around the flank area where there was only one halver defending the Cocos. The halvers fell very quickly, and the Yuan Yudao afterwards came through clean. And I think it took a big moral toll on not your level. Let's see what they try now. If the right side didn't succeed, I guess they will just go for the left side.
For the unit count says for now 40 more golden units for leftovers. Also 80, like double the T3 units as well for leftovers. So it is pretty much favored for leftovers actually the unit trade.
I feel like the Russians also took too many double gold units, so they lost a lot.
I mean,
There's
they
a
need to win it like
Trebuchet for the
leftovers is-
rotation. Okay, the Trebuchet fails for the rotation. There's already one mortar being... Oh my god, 3 mortars being built from leftover side.
The Cocos from
Okay,
come
They
on.
are already-
not
they
your
are
level.
pretty split.
Not your level is late with their flamies. They are very late, and leftovers is already flaming all this corner. They are
The
getting...
Cocos
No,
don't
they didn't
know.
do
Okay,
flanks.
the flank is way too early, in my opinion. They're just trading cavalry at this point.
Against Camel, it's not good.
Yeah. Now
They're
the
winning the initial front fight.
the
because flames are
front
way
the
too
front
late.
fight is lost as some Yuan Yudaos managed to get inside the flames. No, leftovers had the flame pre all the time. The fight that break through behind on the flank was a cavalry trade-off where the Yuan Yudaos managed to still get inside the enemy backlines, and all this mortaring coming from leftovers are just punishing them as they are fighting on a very tight and small spot where, like we said before, Cocos and flames are very effective, and there's actually no means for not your level to manage to break through a single line of defense from leftovers. Now we see some extra commitment from this companion cap trying to go through the flank, maybe trying to pick off some lone units. Okay, companion cap trades off into Coco and some other companion cap that just got taken out of supply, but in the end is just a band-aid solution to a problem that has not been fixed yet. Leftover still keeps possession of this half side of the map, and still manages to keep all the RT priority facing at not your level attacking intentions. I think is yet again not your level who took a massive damage from this fight that broke in front of this leftmost supply. Now all that's left.
I mean, as you see, like Defender still has literally all RTs
All.
left. Like I see 13 RTs deployed, another one getting down, and they're still all available to shoot. So this is kind of misplay from not your level to rotate to the side where the most models are aimed at. Let's see. The good thing is though they have more RT. The unit count,
but
I
they're
mean,
not using
T5,
the RT at the moment.
Yeah, that's also true. The Defender are
I
not
think they're
using it
pushing too
properly.
early
Yeah.
now instead of placing RT. Oh,
I mean, they still have some
I mean,
mortar
bo-
shots, I believe, which are
Yeah.
still being thrown
Attacker
from
can
leftovers.
really use their mortars good now. Both teams are pretty much out of T5 now.
also they have 10
Um,
traps left, but I think it's
Okay, I
quite
think
hard.
that they are,
This needs to be played really
they are
slow,
trying to get
but-
prio on this supply, but they don't have units to win this prio. The shields are already
no
taking the
flames.
front line. There's not a single EXO. There's only one Coco left on not your level, which are trying to aim at these flamies, kill half of it, but the strength from leftovers, I think at this point is just way bigger than what not your level can offer.
The Hellbardiers are actually good. They're actually holding the
Yeah,
line.
they are
They're
holding
actually
the
winning
line
this
here
fight.
against
They're
all the
actually good. They're
pikes.
actually good.
And the Rattan Pikes
Right.
also making a lot of work against this front line Paladins,
Oh,
which
that's one
cannot break
companion
through.
flanking from the attacker. Nice. I mean, this can be easily snowballed. This game is still not lost. Like,
Yeah,
they still have a lot of units. They have anti-companion. They have
everything can happen
anti-companion.
still. Everything can
look
happen
at the
still.
unit trade.
Yeah. Leftovers
The
dying.
yeah,
Russians
they have-
completely dominated this engagement.
Okay, the play of the Rattan Pikes, I think they cut the difference here. They made the difference. These Rattan Pikes holding and stalling the aggressiveness from leftovers, and
Left still has
yeah,
90 T4 units left, so let's see if they get them out in time.
they enabled for the enemy frontline from leftovers to not deal as much damage as predicted, while the Cocos, in one throw, managed to kill half of these flamers that were safe in the background, and thus allowing Not Your Level to manage to break through this fucking line of defense. Like, it was actually, unironically, rat and pikeman difference. Now slowly
This
but
is real, come on.
slowly but surely
Well,
they
I
try
I mean, the
to
unit quality
win
is
Prio.
so really for leftovers. There's a lot of good units coming, especially T4 and T3 units, basically only. The only problem is the hero disadvantage now they need to deal with.
Yes, but I think
they're winning the
I
unit
think
fight
the, I
slowly
think
with
this
the Rattan
this
Pike.
this
The
Rattan
Rattan Pike are
this
straight
Rattan
up-
Pikes and
Yeah.
Halberdiers are doing a good job
Halberdiers
protecting the
are
remaining
tough.
Cocos left on Not Your Level
Full
side.
Paladin for Brazil coming though. It's only one Halberdier left from the attackers.
Yes,
It's
there
only
it
one
is.
Halberdier
It's
left.
these Halberdiers inside the Cocos. Now they just need to keep trapping this respawn area
Oh,
while
this trap will be good. This trap will be
while
good.
killing the heroes one by one. As you can see, they are doing it pretty well, trying to
Oh, the trap.
trying to take the front line for the trap to hit, even
Oh.
though it was ally trap, one of the balls. But as you can see, the hero fights, they commit pretty well for the hero fights, targeting
All
all.
blue shields coming.
They keep targeting the same target priority enemies one by one all together, thus cutting down the hero reinforcements slowly but surely from Not Your Level. Okay, this Halberdiers, which was the last offensive defensive line from Not Your Level all down, and all that's left is PvP at this point. There's 10 units left from Not Your Level side, but these blue shields
I
without.
think that's the game, right?
I think that's
they
game,
come
yeah.
back,
These-
kinda.
these
come
blue
back,
shields-
They countered the comeback with the comeback.
These blue
basically.
shields will not be able to die at this point. I think it was a very, very nice try from Not Your Level with this last tempo aggression play for the last home after winning the push on the right supply. But in the end, the unit difference was like the decider. No, you cannot just finalize this last breath without enough units to make up, for
I
it.
mean, I think this was. I mean, maybe. Okay, now there's nothing left from the attacker. I think
Yeah,
there's
that's no
everything
using
else.
it
At this
But-
point,
but-
it's just
Yeah, but the
PvP.
heroes, I mean, the blue shields, I think, are just.
Yeah, I think they make the difference, the damage spread. And then they
I
just
know,
win the
it's,
deathmatch with it.
I mean, they have the heroes advantage. They have more heroes, maybe, but over time, I don't know. When they play some grape shots, they might.
And
be
now,
able to get
now
the
they are
shield.
trying to build them, but they don't. Like, there's
we're
no
not getting a
units.
chance anymore.
Like,
Yeah.
there's no units to support the actions they take. Like,
And now the deathmatch is lost for Not Your
I
Level.
mean, that's
Yeah.
actually
Was a nice
insane.
fight, though.
Also, not gonna lie, that was a really good defense. Like, besides the last push, which was not even misplayed, it was kind of, let's say.
I think it was a unit comp diff.
I mean, they just get clipped by Halbert. Like, I saw only Halbert and Rattanpike, and the enemy shields, Flamers, they just couldn't do anything. I don't know, they just protected their coconuts really well with the Halberts. The Rattanpike countered enemy Rattanpike. The companion from the attacker countered the enemy flank. I think it was just well executed. But the other first two push, I would say leftovers deserve this win, 100%. I mean, it's such an attacker for Matt, usually we know it, but they managed to have a really good defense. And still, so many mortars, they're undestroyed, I don't know.
yeah, there
good
they are,
water
like
placement.
chilling, waiting, for the next match.
It was a really good, let's say, first game of the tournament, no? I mean, really close.
Yes, but I want to congratulate leftovers for the strat they managed to pull out. Like I said before, they decided to keep their defense around this middle area of the map, which obviously forces the enemy to go towards either the rightmost or the leftmost side of the map. The artillery placement was already keeping that in mind to poke the rotation or poke the initiative on both sides. Like you can see the mortar placements, they just straight up point to the only road that leads to the attack, to the available attacking options for Not Your Level. And they managed to punish them a lot just by baiting them into move where they want. It's a good match.
And that's game. GG.
It was a good match from leftovers. Let's take a quick peek to the
15S ratings, insane.
yeah, like crazy. I mean, they played together all
Okay. 17 RT deployed. Ah, no, destroyed. I thought it was deployed for defender. 17 RT destroyed by defender because the default RT in the beginning.
Don't forget the
I was about
default.
to say,
The
but
default
I was
party.
counting.
Like there's default party you too. You know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think not level could have played it like slightly better. While like they could have used their mortars they built in the beginning for B for just pushing the back left supply. You know, because they still have the mortar style. They can use it to force the defender back, and from there work towards the left supply because they basically wasted 6 artists for nothing. They could have used them for the push on the left side, which they did in the second one, but I think the Europe was already
DK is
a
Nodachi
bit
going
more.
crazy again. 180k to heroes, 600 to units, and 800k. Oh my god.
To be honest, I was expecting a kind of like different result because the strategy from leftovers, I was like this is really hard to defend because it's so easy to get snowballed on this because the attacker has such a close spawn to the like initial fight area. So if the defender just lose the first fight, they can basically instantly get snowballed because of the close spawns and the close supplies for the attackers. But I think with enough confidence and good AD placement, we can manage this. And you have 15 S ratings, so
Yeah, I think
GG. Was good.
yeah, like leftovers just did what they actually wanted to do. Like I think this was pre-planned. Maybe it wasn't, and it was just in the spur of the moment.